Any of these guys can be a friend, I feel, but whoever you choose will become the friend that you kind of depend on during the game. Because she was in my game last time, but she wasn't very important. So Ellie Lau, she is obviously Chinese, and that will become an issue. She's a user experience designer and supportive friend. I don't know if that'll help. In this case, I don't know if I want to go with Josh Anderson. But anyway, E.G. Ano, that's Japanese, so E.G. Anoami? Anime. Is that what it is? Anime? Probably not. Anamani. If I had my cat here, he could just say that, but he's not here. Okay, he's a manga artist and generally good guy. I'm thinking here, maybe I want to go manga artist, because I want to build, like, you know, giant robots, basically. And literally, he's the only one that will probably inspire me to do that. Because this is good for money. Like, Josh here is good for money, and if you don't want to work for the professor, because your professor's kind of an asshole. Like, I see him as a alternative. Like, he wants you to build military robots. Like, that's the ultimate goal. I think you can still go to school under him and not build them, but at the same time, it's just easier to go with your friend because your friend's not as much of a dick. We'll do the manga artist. You know, that's not, I don't know who this guy is, so this will we'll see what happens. From the missed call, your phone is displaying EG's profile photo. It's a picture of Josh and EG. Oh, so now it's Josh and EG. There's no Chinese person. That was the reason I got extradited, by the way. I tried to warn my Chinese friend that the government's calling McCarthyism and she needs to get out of town. And they're like, you don't do that. This is America. And I was like, I have robots protecting my house, idiots. I'm getting out of here. It's like, I was helping you guys with your problems, and you're like, no, fuck you. Anyway. So, it's a picture of Josh and EG from the freshman welcome week dance 7 years ago. EG is wearing a white tuxedo with a red bow tie and making a V sign at the camera. Victory, baby. Josh is wearing his usual gray hoodie, not having bothered to dress up for the dance, and his arms is around EG. Is he gay in this universe? Maybe not. Maybe? Maybe you can make him gay. You know, that's very interesting. What's the story behind that picture? I was in love with Josh's friend EG. That means I'm gay, right? Or is EG female? Show stats. Apparently we got good attitude already. We got good attitude with the professor because we buttered his balls. So I was in love with Josh's friend EG. I guess EG could be a female name. I don't know. I know Josh isn't. I was in love with Josh. So yeah, this is like, yeah, totally. But I never knew how to be more than a friend to him. I'd agreed to be Josh's wing person at the dance, and that's where he met EG. So that would make Josh and EG gay then. I was testing the music recognition algorithm when the two started bothering me. That's very antisocial of me. You know, I personally don't want to be gay in this one. And yeah, you can be gay, you can, like, that matters. That matters to you as a person in this game. You are a living, breathing person. So I agreed to be Josh's wing person at the dance, and that's where he met EG. We'll do that one. I don't think that means they get together, but I do think that means, like, they'll be friends. Well, no, I don't want to be Josh's. Well, no, it doesn't matter, because EG's the one calling me. Yes, you and Josh did everything together. You made a great team. When EG started talking to you, you thought at first from his sense of style that he was Josh's type, and you introduced them. It's San Francisco, baby. It turned out, hey, they had no chemistry, but you all enjoyed each other's company, and the three of you became friends throughout college. You don't see them all that often now, but they're still your friends. You notice that EG also left you a text. EG wants you to meet you for dinner at a jazz and sushi place in San Francisco. Woohoo! Which is about an hour north from you. Depending on traffic. He also has tickets to a rendition of the musical Pippin, in which most of the characters are robots. You know? That sounds pretty sweet. But I have to get this robot done. I don't know if that's gonna work. Well, we can either agree, we can say we can't, because we have to finish the robot, or I don't reply. I'll say I can't do it, because I want to finish this robot for the presentation tomorrow, since I basically said, yeah, this robot's gonna be done. And if I have a half-ass robot, I bet you I get my shit kicked in. But that sounds awesome. I'll do, like, if I play this again, I'll do that, because it sounds cool. That, like, there's some endings where you can become like a superhero or like an anime, so they thought about that. Too bad. Maybe next time. Spend the rest of the day drilling holes, polishing surface, cutting parts, and screwing things together. When you are done, your robot body stands before you. A metal 8-legged robot with a panoptic. They are throwing the Latin. Panoptic. Head and multi-tool hand. Basically the 360 head. The whole thing is about 3 feet tall. Okay. Like a spider, you know, like a horror movie spider. Okay, now it needs a name. What will you name your robot? Will we name it Pickle? Here, Pickle. Here, Pickle. You're a good pickle. You're a good pickle, yes you are. You're a pickle. Also, you're a horrible, terrifying monstrosity. All these other names are... Kill All. There you go. Kill All the robot. I'm gonna come up with my own name, because all these names are weird. You know what? No, Pickle's a great name. It'll be my personal pet name for my robot, and everyone will be like, this thing's a death machine that could kill millions of people. It's like, that's Pickle. What are you talking about? That's my Pickle. I love Pickle. Oh, you're trying to say this isn't a silly term. I see. To pickle data is to write it to a disk so that it stays around. You worked so much with a .pickle files while working on Pickle's learning algorithms that it became a natural name for the robot. Oh shit, you were hungry and you thought of pickles and you were like, I love me some sour cucumber. Yum yum yum. Now that Pickle has a body, it might be time to treat Pickle more like a person. He's not a person. He's not a person. He's a spider death bot. With what pronouns will you refer to Pickle? It is just fine. It's not human. I will refer to her as feminine. I will refer to him as masculine. I prefer to use entirely new pronouns for the robot. That would get really fucking annoying really quick. Like rer, and rim. Like, because he's what? He's a robot, so you add an R in front of the stuff. You just sound like Scooby-Doo. I'm not doing that to myself. It is just fine. It's not human. People shouldn't get too attached to robots, you reason. They're specifically built for tasks that people don't want to do. We are gonna kick so much ass in this military show-off. Like, naming him Pickle is like the only thing I'm not doing that's completely like, yeah, America military industrial complex. You look on Pickle's 3-foot-tall, 8-legged body with satisfaction. Now all it needs are motors and a mind. The motors will have to wait for tomorrow, but you've spent years in graduate school writing the code that would form this robot's mind. You can hardly wait to try it out. You head back to the apartment, where you spend several hours working on the final touches to Pickle's natural language processing code. What language do you program your robots in? Now, I don't know. I am not a learned man in programming. Otherwise, I would... Like, I live in San Francisco. If I knew anything about this... I know the basics. I know what C++ is. I know what Python is. I know what Java is. I don't know what Go is. So if I knew any of this, I'd be the many people that move here that get all the money. But I'm okay. It explains though. C++, speed of thought is all. Python, it has the best tools for understanding words. That doesn't matter to me. Go, the most beautiful language. Java, everybody uses Java. I know what Java is. Oh god, Java's like the worst. In that, I think like there's like tons of viruses and stuff like that. So I feel if I go with that, it's gonna go horribly wrong if I have a military robot on Java. I guess I want to go C++. Although Python would be good in that it will understand people talking. And I hear Python's actually really good. I think I'll go C++ though. Speed of thought is all. Oh, I gave them autonomy. Well, that's fine. How much autonomy? 1? It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. How's our relationship? We don't have as good a relationship as we could with EG because we didn't go eating food. But I will hopefully be able to fix that in the future. Like the game industry, which also still uses C++, you understand that speed is the most important. All other concerns are secondary. Your code is full of asterisks, ampersands, tildes, parentheses, and arrows, like the blackboard of a hyperactive professor who has had too much to drink. Somewhere in the code is a memory leak or a mismanaged pointer that will cause your robot to crash, or possibly decide to take over the world. In the meantime, the code is quite fast. Probably should have went with Python. Whoops. With the code done, you then briefly add just enough motors to allow Pickle to explore your room. It's a quick job. You'll do a more thorough one tomorrow. Your smartphone won't have much power for the motors right now anyway. Finally, you upload the code to your smartphone and plug it into Pickle's back. You touch the icon labeled Pickle, and a big red button fills the screen. Your finger hovers over the button. You probably want the first word Pickle learns to be significant somehow. What is the first thing Pickle will see when you power it on? I will start Pickle in front of a mirror. I will start Pickle looking at me. I'll start Pickle looking out the window, and I will start naming things. I want it looking at me. I want it to know who's in charge. You activate Pickle facing you. It looks into your eyes. You've heard that many animals imprint on the first living thing they see, usually their mother, and that they love this being instinctually. You're trying to create this experience for Pickle as well. That's not what I want. Oh god. See, now that I'm trying to do something, it's like, whoops. I want military, damn it! As Pickle looks into your eyes, you call yourself Master, Sensei, Bobby, Sir, Father. Let's go with a Master. There we go. That's what I want. We actually got rid of that bothersome autonomy. I don't want these. I want this to be giant robot Statue of Liberty. This is my Statue of Liberty, damn it. Alright, you hope this will cause Pickle to generally be obedient and accept its place in the world. Woohoo! Master, you say. Master. Master! You then pick Pickle up and put it down in the center of the room to allow it to explore at will. At first, it simply seems overwhelmed by the possibilities. Decide to call this state confusion. I then give Pickle a reassuringly straightforward order. Curiosity. I allow Pickle to choose whether to go. Loneliness. What? Why would that be loneliness? Confusion. I mean, obviously it's just confusion. Confusion. Confusion, Pickle repeats. Go to the closet, you say. Pickle then heads towards the closet. Pickle seems less agitated now. It has learned it is sometimes reassuring to let other people make decisions. That's what I like to see. Let's see those military points stack up. You pick Pickle up in your hands, it wiggles nervously. So this thing is smaller than I thought. But it's a talking robot spider. Already I'm like, holy shit. I got you, I got you. You got me. It continues to wiggle. That's kind of cute. Stop. The robot becomes still in your hands. You decide to teach it that the word for this state is peace, trust, helplessness, weakness. Now that's hard. Your robot becomes still in your hands. You decide to teach it that the word for this state is, let's say, trust. Because I want these robots, like, if they're in my hands and if I said stop and it stops for me, that's trust. Like helplessness, now the robot's gonna think, oh, well, this sucks, then I gotta kill you. And weakness would be the same. Peace, no, that's not peace. Okay, trust. Trust. Yeah, I guessed right. Empathy and military, actually. Pickle repeats back at you as you sit on the ground. You have taught it to have a little faith that when a human does something it doesn't understand, things will turn out well. By now, it is near midnight, and you have another busy day ahead in improving Pickle. You get ready for bed, leaving Pickle unplugged into the wall with your cell phone charger. Stay there, you tell it. Pickle obediently stays very still. So still that, while you're drifting off to sleep, you glance down at Pickle just to make sure the code didn't crash. But it's still there, looking up at you adoringly, and you think it will probably remain like that all night. And we're done. Alright, chapter 1 is done. We have made Pickle, the cybernetic, well, it's not cybernetic, it's a robot. It's a spider robot with terrifying arachnid eyes, and it can talk. And we're teaching it to kill. Or we're trying. We're teaching it to be military. Like, that doesn't mean it necessarily needs to kill, because being military means you're just the best you can be at really bad situations. Well, who knows how this will turn out. But so far, completely not what I was expecting. And hopefully we're not gonna be completely destroyed by our creation, because that would be, I mean, they have knives for hands, man. They have bottle cap openers for hands. It's dangerous. But in the chapter, I'll end this video. It's probably a longer one. Luckily these things aren't too heavy when it comes to content and download. So yeah, I'll see you in the next chapter, and I'll see you later, Gators.